Hello, everyone, and welcome back to part two of our recorded adventure, The War of the Stone, which details an event hundreds of years in the past, in the same world as Soldiers of Lich Queen, but way, 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 way long in the past. Uh, just to recap everything that's been happening that you've missed. Actually, well, I keep wanting to say channel announcements, but then I'm remembering I don't know when this is getting posted, so we don't know what this will be,
Yep.
what will be relevant then.
Yes.
So
Maybe not.
be excellent to each other and party on. Anyway, so to review what happened last week, the party is comprised of a bunch of misfits, basically 20th level misfits, troublemakers or downright villains, who are just kind of hang out, have their own lives around the world, and this whole thing is happening where um, they're in the elven city of Durendikar, known as the City of Justice. There is deep in the Veiled Wood is where an army has gathered to try and end this conflict once and for all. The War of the Stone is based around a magic artifact known as the Stone of Hagdbar, a roughly fist-sized partial rock, partial gemstone, like kind of looks like a gem that was just ripped straight out of the earth. Um, that contains immense power, provides immense power to those who use it, but also has incredible corrupting influence and has created a large amount of problems throughout this entire conflict, which I don't know if I went over that last week, or last time, but now you know. Um, and the goal here is to destroy it once and for all, so that it can't be taken by those who want to use it. So the party showed up and they spoke with the Elven Prince, Prince Lelin, who is a cleric. The party, Noel, Merc, and Yidris all arrived. Yidris and Lelin seemed to have some sort of past. It came out that Yidris was some sort of villain that Lelin and his party may have defeated at one point and stopped Yidris's reign of terror. So they kind of got introduced to everybody. They met Lelin's cousin, Prince Jarnairos of the Eladrin from the Feywild, who was a grumpy, grumpy man. They kind of got a tour of everything, brought up to the walls, and then asked if they wanted to prepare, and they were just kind of like, nah, we're good. And then he was like, okay. So they kind of hung out. They got also introduced to a gnome who is a part of a gnomish organization called the Arcane Knights, whose job is to protect and monitor planar barriers. And the one present is known as the Gatekeeper, whose entire job is basically being the only one who is allowed to mess around with planar stuff, and wields a very powerful artifact spell, a pair of purple gates that, when summoned, they can be opened and closed and effectively act as the gate spell, but with multiple uses in a row. They can be open and closed and open up to a different location each time. So that was used to start popping the party around the battlefield to where they were needed most. First, they just an army of kobolds came up, and they just got to warm up by wasting kobolds. I think there was like 12 of them, or no, I think there was countless kobolds. Then 12 ghouls popped out of the piles of corpses, which were also immediately wasted. The party then got to retreat a little bit, got teleported down the wall where a pair of Glabrizu were just messing up some elven soldiers, but they arrived in time and messed up the Glabrizu in turn with seemingly barely any difficulty. It was at that point, as they took a little bit of a breather, that I believe it was Merc who noticed. Actually, I don't remember who it was that noticed. Who looked over and noticed out on the water where a bit of a naval force had been gathered, because the city walls back up against the lake, that coming along the surface of the lake was a beholder who was disintegrating the heck out of that navy, and realized that if that thing got close to the walls, it could just blow a hole right through them and let the enemy into the city. So the party teleported onto the boats. Merc proceeded to just leap out over the water and just just waste this beholder. Did something like 100, no, I have it written down right here, 144 damage in one hit with just a blast of necrotic, just flew over and just dropped a blast of necrotic energy right on top of its head that ruined it, and then next turn just pop took it down and it dropped into the water where Merc landed, and he was like, all right, cool, we're doing good, this is going well. At which point, and Noel, was the druid, was like swimming around as a fish, realized birds can't swim, and was kind of getting a whole lesson in wildlife interactions with the ocean or lakes. At which point, a pair of storm giants emerged from the depths and rose up to the surface and started hurling lightning bolts and swinging great swords. A fair amount of damage was done to them back and forth. At which point, a slight pause occurred when the leader of this evil army of monsters appeared. Gelderak the Elder, an ancient powerful lich, riding a Dracolich, swooped over the battlefield and kind of, made a loop, made himself known, as the party is still dealing with this pair of storm giants. And that is where we're going to start. We've got one storm giant right up next to the boat that Merc and Yidris and Lelin are all standing on. Noel is flying like at about midway up the boat, but not quite on it, while the storm giant is just kind of like floating there waist deep in the water, pretty much eye level with the top of the boat, while another one is about 60 feet back. And we're going to start at the top of the round with Noel.
Oh, fuck.
I still have the same initiative order written down.
Why? Why would we do this? Why am I here? How far up do I have to get to the boat?
To get level at the top of the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, onto it? Like 10 more feet.
10 more feet. Oh, almost. Fly up onto the deck of the boat where everyone else is.
Okay.
Bonus action to drop wild shape.
Okay.
And then how far is the storm giant?
The closest one is pretty much like 10 feet from the edge of the boat. The other one is 60 feet away.
Cool. Yeah, okay. 60 feet, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. We love that. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere on Storm Giant, so I need a Dex save.
Okay. Can Flaming Sphere levitate? Or does it have to stay on a surface?
Unoccupied space of your choice is the word.
Okay. All right. So dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yes.
All right. Are you having it appear like just in its face, basically?
Pretty much.
Okay. Let's roll a dex save.
Yeah.
As we remember, they're not great at those. That's a 9.
Ooh, okay. So he's going to take 2d6 fire damage. 5, 6, it's 8.
Okay.
And I do have Elemental Adept for fire, so if they're resistant, it gets ignored.
They are not resistant to fire damage. So 8 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
All right.
So there's just a flaming sphere now in his face.
Just in its face.
Just in its face.
All right. And it's, ironically, that storm giant's turn. Yeah, it is gonna just look right, just like basically it's like compared to it's like, golf ball sized, probably like basically like a hot coal hitting it in the face that it's like batting at and swinging around. It's gonna lean past it, take its great sword. It's gonna step to the side away from it, take its great sword, and just swing down at Noel for putting that in its face.
That's fucking rude.
Storm giant.
How fucking dare you?
Oh, let's start off the day with a crit, shall we?
Storm giants hit hard too.
Yeah.
We did so well against the storm giant.
We haven't done well against these storm giants at all. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about this game, but we need a fighter. We just need a fighter to one-shot a fucking.
Okay. To start, Noelle takes 74 points of slashing damage
Oh.
as it just swings down and just shatters a chunk of the deck, like, out from underneath you. Like, the deck, like, boards kind of, like, splinter and break inward
Fuck.
as it just swings down and smashes it, that one swing into you. And then back at it again with the greatsword.
I want to go home, please.
Seeing how effective that was, it'll make
Why
its
do
second
you want to
attack.
get home?
It'll make its second
On
attack at
drugs?
Merc.
Are you
Yeah,
fucking on
bring it.
drugs?
Boom.
Oh, rolled one lower, so that's a 33 to hit.
Just
Oh.
hits. Just hits.
Just hits. Just hits.
I'd
tell
also
you.
like to get home, please.
I need more scotch.
Why do you want to go home, Jane?
Are you on drugs?
Are you fucking on drugs?
27 slashing damage.
How much?
Why does he
20
get 27?
Because yours was a crit. And I
That's
rolled
okay.
like a bunch of sixes.
Still in triple digits. Let's go.
I'm being bullied.
Wham!
I'm trying
And
to fucking-
swings the other one over and slashes at Merc. And that'll bring us over to Merc's turn.
Good.
Did it end its turn within 5 feet of that sphere?
I'll say yeah. It's got enough space that it has a hard time getting like its entire space away from it.
Fuck yeah, because if it ends its turn in 5 feet of the sphere, it must make a dexterity saving throw.
It got a 20.
Ah, fuck. Half as much.
In order, it just rolled 20, 19, 18.
So it's going to take 1 fire
Okay.
damage.
Ouch.
All right.
I'm distracted right now, okay?
Let's do this.
Wait, actually, hang on. Make that concentration check for Flaming Sphere,
Oh yeah.
which is DC 36, I think.
Okay, I'm good. I fail.
All right. Yep.
Natural,
Let's
you get a
just,
natural 20 though.
It would be
I'll
a
allow it.
23. Okay, 1 in 20 chance that I get
let's
a
roll it.
natural
Let's
20.
roll it. Let's roll it.
Fucker, I charge these in the light of the full moon, you know, like, come on.
Natural 1.
No, I got a 1.
Okay. Yeah. That's just that. It did not actually. It was like just swings down. There's that just smash and splintering of wood as the greatsword comes down, and then there's like the flaming sphere doesn't even flicker. It just goes, and then there's just like a puff of smoke, and it's gone.
Oh, so bad. This
I'm
is
being
so...
bullied.
All right. That brings us to Merc's turn.
The Eye of Vecna is gonna flare again,
Okay.
and I'm
boy.
gonna spend 4 charges to cast Disintegrate at that Storm Giant.
All right. Go ahead.
I got an 80 for percentile dice, so Vecna does not take me over.
Okay.
And it needs
So
to
is
make
that a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw as I use all my charges from Eye of Vecna.
10.
Fuck yeah, it's a fail. Alright, it's 10d6 plus 40. 79 force damage.
Oh.
Ew.
That's my action.
Okay.
Bonus action.
It is still standing,
Yeah.
but it looks horrible. Like, it swings its greatsword down. You basically fire it straight up its arm, hit it in the side of the neck, and you just see, like, flesh and armor just get blasted off of it as, like, layers of its flesh get stripped away by the hit. And you can see it spreads, like, down its chest. Remember on the Glabreeze, it would pretty much hit it and spread across its entire body with how gigantic the thing is. Pretty much gets down to, like, stomach level and, like, up the side of its face.
Bonus action, patient defense.
Okay. All right, that'll bring us to...
fuckface.
I forgot what Merc's voice sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. That'll bring us to giant number 1, the other one.
Oh yeah.
Giant number 1 is going to reach over. They do not have their lightning bolts recharged, so it's just going to reach over. It grabs an entire ballista off the deck of a ship
Yeah.
and just hurls it over at. Let me just see, who is it targeting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's be impartial. The dice said Noelle again.
At least they haven't done their stomp yet.
It's hard because they're not like.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't have a stomp.
What am I thinking of then?
I don't know. Quintessent, maybe?
Are you fucking kidding me? Stormgiants stomp?
No.
Okay. Anyway. So the rock is a 32 to hit.
Just a ballista.
Level 20.
Ballista thrown at Noel.
Yeah, you're recovering from the greatsword hit, and all of a sudden you just see this tangled like it crumples it a little bit, so it's a little denser, and then throws it. You see this tangled mass of wood and metal spinning through the air towards you before it just hits it hits the deck right in front of you and kind of bounces up a little bit, and there's just like this tangled splitting of like metal and wood splinters just like shattering and flying all over the place.
Lay it on me. Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
28 damage, 28 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, alright.
It all slams into you in the screech of metal and the crack of wood as that all just goes flying off the other side of the
I
ship.
will say, that was more than half my rating hit points.
You still have
And then-
3 potions of supreme healing and your recovering dawn potion, don't forget.
Yeah, but am I gonna get a chance to use it before I just get fucking bodied by this lich?
Perhaps.
The Lich is not engaged in the combat, by the way. The Lich is flying around like over the land-based battlefield. He has not entered the fight yet.
Good.
I'll make sure they do.
And then that giant moves up to the front end of the ship, bringing us to Yidris.
So they're not within 30 feet of each other anymore.
I'd say that one's like at the side of the ship, one's at the front. I would say they're just like, given like the amount of space they occupy, you could pretty much connect part of one space to part of the other with 30 feet.
Okay, great. I will bonus action turn a first level spell slot into 2 sorcery points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will action cast Sickening Radiance in an area that only affects the 2 giants.
Okay, so you basically like blast it up in the air at their faces.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that means that the first time they enter the area and when it starts its turn in the area, it has to succeed on a con save.
Okay.
Which it definitely will, because fuck these guys.
So I'll roll their both con saves now for the start, because they're technically entering the areas. They're in the area for the first time. So wow, that's an nat 20 for the first one. Good thing they used it on a saving throw though. That's a 16.
Oh, the 16 fails.
Yeah.
Okay, 6, 12, 22. 22 plus 8.
So 30.
So 30 radiant damage, or 15 for the one who saved. And then the one who didn't save gains a level of exhaustion.
Ooh, okay.
What's
Awesome.
it like to actually do shit?
It's
To
pretty
actually
dope.
hit.
Pretty good.
I'm just here for eye candy, honestly. Let's just.
You're literally just here to fuck Prince Lelin. Like,
I'm any of the princes, honestly.
Not 50.
and then I would like to use all of my movement to just kind of like fly away a little bit, you know?
Okay. Just
like-
like up into the air and a little and back a little.
Yeah, I just want to be out of their like immediate melee range. I don't want to get hit by one of those great swords.
Okay. That'll bring us to end of the order of Prince Lelin, who is going to step up to Noel. Actually, doesn't even
Noel.
need to. And we'll come up and give an encouraging pat on the back, casting heal. So that's 70 hit
Oh.
points.
I love you. See, he loves me.
He's are you all right? That looked like it hurt.
Also, do we remember if I have my spiritual weapon up right now?
Oh, good question. I
'Cause-
don't remember off the top of my head.
I want to say that I do.
I think I remember you do. Do you think I remember you summoning it?
Because I have it marked, like I have both of my 6th level spell slots marked off, and I know I only used one for the first time I brought it up, and then I feel like I probably would have brought it up again once the storm giant showed up, you know?
Yes, I don't remember if it ended up going away. I think I remember you flying up way above them and then summoning it. It might still be back over by like 60 feet away where the other one was.
Okay. I don't know how spiritual weapon works.
You have to move it, and it takes a bonus action. Then you used your bonus action for the first level spell. So
I did.
okay, and then Prince Lelin is going to step up closer to the edge of the ship, try to make himself more of a target, and activates his armor of invulnerability.
Sexy.
Damn.
Bringing us back up the top with Noelle.
Hard eyes. I'm gonna get that fucking crown. Hell yeah. God, I'm useless. Hi. Alright. Do I want other people to do my work for me? That's a good question.
Wild shape into a fish.
On the deck of a ship. Yeah, that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good distraction.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, how much space do I have to like back up and get as far away from these storm giants as possible?
If you get to the other end of the like, if you get to, cause it's basically, you know, it's going. If the ship is like, you know, my hand, there's one standing here, like by the end front of the ship. There's one standing here by the side. So if you kind of like backed up to the other side of the ship, or maybe even towards the back corner, you would be out of their reach. Although you're in the reach of the one that swung at you now, so it would be able to take an attack of opportunity.
That's shitty. I'm not a fan of that one. I'm gonna, let's just get some other people to do my bidding for me. I'm gonna conjure some minor elementals.
Okay.
Duo, please.
The fight or flight response from that notification.
You won't shut up. Okay. Let's go. Oh God, I don't know. Let's just go 8. 8 little shits.
Okay. What's and what challenge ratings that gives you?
Quarter or lower. Oh God, I really should have prepared which one. Oh, wait.
Okay,
Methods.
8 elementals of a quarter CR or lower. Yeah, I think that's methods.
Yeah, methods.
What kind of methods?
Fire, if I can.
Yeah, fire method. I think fire methods are a quarter. Yeah, I think those are a quarter. It's like steam and smoke that are 1/8. Well, let me pull them up real quick.
There's magma that is a half, and steam is a quarter. Sorry, stop it.
Okay, no. A quarter would be mud, smoke, or steam.
But what is this fire?
Fire is... Oh, no, there is no fire. It's dust, ice, magma, mud, smoke, or steam.
Magma is half. So then we'll just go 4 magma methods.
Okay, 4 magma methods. All right.
Yeah, and they're just gonna fuck some shit up.
Let's see. Okay, so you roll initiative for them as they come in.
They're gonna
Awful.
fuck this
Awful.
giant up.
Yes.
Could you imagine these 4 methods show up and just body everything?
Oh, it'd be funny.
I'm trying to get the target off of me. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. What is their initiative? That's a
stuff.
good question. So all 4 of them.
You just roll 1 for all 4.
So that'd be a 21.
Oh.
Okay. So they'll basically go right after you.
Hey, cool.
So is there anything else you want to do in your turn, or is it method time?
I think I'm 20. I think I was initiative 20.
I'll basically say I won't make you wait until like they come
yeah.
all the way back around. So I'll just say they come right out. Rolling an initiative after the fact is weird. So I'll say that they can basically like hop down to going after you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the 2 and 2 if I can.
Are you putting? Yeah. Where? So where are you summoning them? Just like
2 and 2 because there's 4 of them. So 2 and 2.
Okay. So 2 on one, 2 on the other.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright.
Looks like when you lose, I'm guessing when you lose conjuration, they just vanish, or concentration, because it is a concentration spell.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 and 2. That'll make it their turn. What do you want them to do?
Is it an action to give them a command? No action required by you. Okay, so
You
I will
just
tell
tell
them.
them
I'm on fire breath. All 4 of them.
Just all 4 of them fire breath.
All 4 of them.
So they just like these little magma gremlins appear just like right in front of these giants' face, like here and here, and then they'll just like immediately rear back and just spew a cone of fire like right into their face, just let's see, it's a 15-foot cone of fire. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like one from each side, just blowtorch right into the face.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts is what I'm going for.
So let's see, 4 dex saves. So one by closer to you, makes it, and makes it, and then the other one fails one, and makes the other. So you've got 2 successes and 2 successes for one, and 1 success for the other.
Okay, so they take half damage.
Yeah. So one takes half damage twice. One takes full damage and half damage.
All right, so 4 times 2, that is 8d6. Yes. All right, so the one that failed takes 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And then the first one that succeeded, 6. Second one that succeeded, 8. And the last one that succeeded, 4.
Were those all halved or not?
Those were not the halved ones.
Oh, okay. So, and then the last one you said was 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they just like swatting at the fire in there. You can see their faces are a little bit singed. The one that like failed, the one saves got a little bit of a singe. The other one managed to like turn. He's got like this big horned helmet on. Managed to turn to the sides, but just hits the side of the helmet.
See if they
Still heats it up though, being uncomfortable.
All right, one of them recharges their weapon.
Okay. Anything else? Oh no, that's their turn. That'll bring us to giant number 2, the one on the side of the ship.
Gonna make a con save.
Oh, that's right, inside the area. Oh wait, did all the do you choose which creatures make this save? Okay, so I'm gonna need a con save from all 4 methods.
Shit. Where's all my 20s? All right, methods. 6 con.
Yeah.
Con. So the first one is 17.
Fails.
18.
Fails.
12.
Fails.
10.
They'll all die.
God damn it! I hate you.
Okay, so roll the damage for the methods.
Oh my god.
I'll still have the I'll still have the attacks have happened.
It's 22 radiant damage to the
That's
method.
exactly how much health they have.
Yeah.
So wait, but when they die, they explode in a burst of magma right into the giants. The radius
5 feet.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
I
5
don't get
feet.
hurt then. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, they're like up at their face level, so they're just so they like show up, breathe fire, and then just explode in their faces. So I'm gonna do 4 more dex saves.
Oh god.
Oh, iconic of me.
1 failure, 2 failures. So one of them failed both. Another failure, and all 4 fail. So both of them take full damage from all 4 explosions.
The tag team in this.
Oh, they appear and then.
Okay, so the first fail is 6, 5. 6 plus 5, 11.
Ooh, nice.
The second failure, 7.
Okay.
Third failure, 8. Fourth failure, another 11.
So 8 and 11 for that one. So 19.
Yeah. That is math. Yes.
Okay. So real quick, the one that's like right in front of you is about to swing its greatsword down when the methods explode right in its face, and you just see like smoke rising off of it as it topples backwards. And just splashes into the water, as you can see that they just blasted its forehead open.
How does it feel to do something?
I did it! I'm not totally useless!
And that's the one that was about to go.
Good thing. Oh.
God, how embarrassing it must have been for that storm giant.
Not a
couple
great way to
methods
go.
just sort of breathe fire in its face. It's like, whatever. And then they just exploded right before it could do anything. It was not expecting that.
Man.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, like it turned away for it to like and block the fire breath with its helmet, because that's the one that made both its saves, and then it turned back just in time to see them explode in its face.
Oh,
it wasn't
God.
ready. That'll make it Merc's turn.
Can I make it to the other giant then?
How much movement do you have? I think the answer is yes.
70 feet right now.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna move towards that one.
Okay, standing like right at the bow of the ship.
Is there any way you'll let me jump up and run up it with my monk shit and punch it as I'm running up it?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna use my, because monks can just run up straight surfaces. So
Yep.
I'm gonna run up the giant, and as I'm running, I'm gonna punch it in the groin first.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Mercantine. That sounded really bad. 11 bludgeoning damage on the first hit.
All right, especially since you're punching it in the crotch.
So, second punch as I run up. Oh, hold on, that's math is wrong. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
8 plus 13.
So 21. Oh no, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
11 bludgeoning damage again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to keep running up their body. My goal is to get them to their shoulders, essentially.
Okay.
Then when I get on their shoulders, I'm going to do another key point to do Flurry of Blows.
All right.
And I'm going to do 2 more unarmed strikes to the side of the face. Just.
Okay.
So the first one is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 11 bludgeoning damage. Keep
Okay.
going, 4 plus 7. And then I'm going to... 22 to hit again.
Yep.
For 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I think, is Flurry of Blows a bonus action? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end my turn on its shoulder.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check and get contest with
Yeah.
it to just see if you can stay up there. Just like to like find a spot on its
Fuck!
shoulder. What'd you get?
Natural 1.
Oh, okay. So you like get up, you like run up, punch it in the face. You slip on some leftover magma from the exploding mephits. Oh, also, wait, you went up to its face. I need a Constitution saving throw for the sickening radiance you just entered
that's
into.
right. Shit.
I like very specifically put it out of the way.
Yeah, like out of the never just keeps
Yeah,
going into
yeah. Con save, right?
Yep.
25.
Save, so it's half damage.
16 plus 9. Forgot about that shit.
27 divided by 2, 13.
Cool. I'm fine.
So you
I'm
just
gonna open up the cider.
land on the deck. You can like slow fall your way down, but then land on
Heck
the
yeah,
like the
slow
front of the
fall,
ship.
no falling damage.
Yep.
But I'm prone.
All right.
Or on my feet.
I'm gonna say you're prone.
Yeah.
On that one. On your shell.
Oh.
And that'll bring us to
Fucking turtle. I forgot about that.
that giant's turn. If a turtle lands on their back, they need to make an athletics check to flip onto their front. That giant then is going to. He's at the very front of the
Make a
ship.
con save.
Yes, that's correct. That's cocked. 22.
Fuck you. Okay.
Prone. Oh, man.
16, 21, 22, 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. All right, and then it is going to grab the bow, the very front of the ship in its hands, and get a really good grip on it, and then it's just going to start sinking into the water, pulling the front of the boat with it, so the boat just starts to like pitch down. Well, I'm going to have to make a strength check to see how well it does, how much of a progress it makes here.
Just sliding.
Titanic dispatch.
Just sliding down the ship on my shell.
However, it has disadvantage because of the level of exhaustion it's taken already. All right, so it like pitches the front of the ship forward, but against the natural buoyancy of the ship, it's having a little trouble. It looks like the exhaustion did have an effect on it and prevent it from just yanking it completely under the water. So the bow of the ship is like the front of the ship, where you are, like you basically slide down so your feet are touching the railing, and like the water is lapping at your feet at the front of the ship. I need everybody else to make me a dexterity saving throw as the boat pitches sideways. Except
No,
except for
thank
Idris.
you.
Idris, who was flying in the air.
Is this for like getting knocked prone?
Yeah, but you're already prone. So woo! If anything, this almost like raises you half upright.
I'm no longer prone.
Actually, you can make me a dexterity saving throw to like use the movement to stand up.
24.
Okay, so basically, you like slide your feet down, like you're laying like this. You slide your feet down to the railing, it starts to tip forward. You just kind of like push yourself up.
Monk shit.
So as Merc stands up, Noelle just
He just whoop, fall over. Lelin falls over with you.
Aw,
I
True
trained
love.
for this.
he's falling for me. I love it.
I'm getting such Carl from Jimmy Neutron vibes from your voice.
Croissant.
I'm not getting anything like that. Like I'm getting something much more sinister.
I don't know. Just imagine Jimmy Neutron Carl, but like evil. I don't know. That seems sinister to me. All right.
Isn't he already evil though? Like,
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch Jimmy Neutron. It's been a little while. Let's see if it recharges its lightning strike. It does,
oh.
but it doesn't get to
That-
use its turn because it started pulling the boat under the water, and that'll bring us to Idris.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet closer.
Okay, it's making its way over.
Yep, pretty slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
Like, just like this gross little skeletal hand. That's like also like really like wavy, you know, because it's like also kind of snakish. Comes from
Oh, yeah.
like my overly large. Like, I'm sorry, my character just looks so fucking stupid. like the really overlarge sleeves, you know. Anyway, so that happens. It's a 15 plus 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, great. What is it? It's D8s, yeah? That sounds right. Damn, that one sip of cider got me good, gal.
Is it Summersby?
No, it's Pommies. 5, 10, 14, 15 points of necrotic damage,
Nice.
and it cannot regain hit points.
Okay, yeah, it's not looking too hot as that hand just like flies. Hand flies down really because it's like its face is basically down at water level. It dropped out of the sickening radiance radius, and basically like it just flies down and just like pokes it right between the eyes and just like sizzles with necrotic energy, right in front of Merc's face.
Heck yeah.
All right, that'll bring us to our good old friend Prince Lelin, who, at this point, let's see, does he have anything? Does he have anything good? Is he gonna do anything? Real quick, is Noelle still looking like in need of help?
Let me just do some math here really quick, because like that's not my strong suit.
Okay.
Divided by 2. She's over half, but double digits.
Okay. He's just gonna I think everyone's within a I think he can hit everyone within this radius. He's gonna mass cure wounds everybody at 5th level.
Heck yeah.
So everybody heals 45.
Oh, I'm
Nice.
so close to being back at full at 208.
I am at
181.
I'm also pretty much at full.
Okay. That'll bring us back to the top of Noelle.
I'm proud. So half movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a storm giant. I'm gonna ask a question that I probably should have asked if they're gonna. Are they wearing metal?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking heat metal. I just realized I had that spell. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
But what level do I want to consider? I'm done with this shit. We're gonna go a nice crisp.
Although
Force
it is real quick, I will say, to be fair, it is pretty much submerged up to the neck in water right now, which means it has resistance to fire damage.
But I
Elemental
have
adapt.
elemental adapt.
Oh, that's
for
true.
Fire damage.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Also, I have to duck out for like 1 quick second.
Okay.
Are we
We're gonna pause.
pausing? All right, pause.
Unpaused.
Okay.
All right. So I believe we just established that regardless of being submerged up to the neck in water, doesn't matter. So roll that full fire damage.
The 4th level heat metal. I'm done with some people's
4th
shit.
level?
Does
Yes.
Damn.
it's wearing the metal armor, so it does not get a saving throw. I mean, I can roll it, but it won't like do anything if I remember the spell correctly. It like, I think if a failed save is like they drop it, but you can't.
Yeah. They drop the object if it can. If it
Mhm.
doesn't drop, it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Elemental Adept. So 4, 7, 14, 16 fire damage.
Okay, so
Ugh.
yeah, you're just like, Merc, you get a front row seat. You just see it's like the metal bits of its armor just start like glowing red hot under the water. And it looks like, like, oh, the water should be cooling that. No, you just start to see bubbles rise up as like the water begins to flash boil around like how hot this metal gets. And it just looks like it cannot like get in close enough to quench the heat or provide it any sort of relief as steam just starts to billow up from around it. And it's like, actually, I will. No, wait, hang on. I'm gonna make a save. What type of save is that?
Constitution.
Okay. You got a 13. It rolled a 3. I'm gonna count that as a failure. So it can't drop it cannot drop the metal it's holding. However, I will say that causes it to lose grip on the front of the boat that it's holding. So. Real quick, let me do a dex save, see how it does there. All right. It manages to get its chin out of the way as the front of the ship rockets up in front of it. It doesn't catch it in the front of the chin.
That
So
would
it
be
leans
so
back.
sick.
Amazing.
The whole ship rights itself back up again, but like overcorrects for a second as it begins to sway back and forth. So I'm going to need another round of dex saves for the people standing up.
Does it stand back up into my sickening radiance?
It doesn't yet, no. It's still like down at water level, just like let go.
Oh, natural 20!
12 plus 10. 22.
You're good. Mm-hmm.
Same, 22!
And Leland actually also got a natural 20. So I think he was still prone, though, now that I think about it. He hasn't had a chance to get up yet. So Noelle, like, you're pretty much like, you're at the back of the ship. So as it like rises up again, you pretty much like take just a wide stance and just like use your legs to just like take, to counterbalance for the swaying of the ship, and you just stay perfectly upright.
Hell yeah.
Merc, you're at the front, so it like shoots upward. It kind of like springboards you off your feet, like 6 feet in the air, and then you come crashing back down, like just land nice and firm with a little bit of a crunch on the floorboards.
Heck yeah.
I'm just helping with that assist to help you look real cool. Like,
that'll bring us to Merc's turn.
Man, I just realized, imagine having a Prince Albert in D&D and casting heat metal.
Oh no.
Bad times. All right. So how far away is this giant from me?
It is pretty much, so it's like down in the water. So if you're up on the like deck of the ship, it's 20 feet down from you.
I wish it would throw something at me so I could deflect missiles. All right. I am going to jump at its head.
Okay.
What's my jump distance? I gotta check.
Well, so it's below you, so pretty much if you just step off the edge of the ship, you'll just fall straight down.
Yeah, as I'm falling straight down, I want to just punch it in the face.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
First attack is I need a calculator. Because it definitely hits, but...
That's really the quote for 20 level D&D. I need a calculator.
That is a 29 to hit.
Yep.
I just can't do math.
Max damage, 17 bludgeoning.
Oof, okay. It's looking real bad. Let me tell you something.
And then, you know what, then. I'll do another one.
Alright.
25 to hit.
Yep.
10 bludgeoning damage.
How you want to finish off this storm giant?
Heck yeah. As I'm falling, I just want to come down, hopefully, like, just break its jaw with my first punch.
Mm-hmm.
And with my second punch, with my, like, however much I weigh and my momentum falling, I weigh 650 pounds. I want to use my weight, grab onto its lower jaw, and tear it off as I'm falling.
All right, so like the old King Kong movie, like what it does with the T-Rex's jaw.
Yeah,
just head snaps to the side, and then just starts to like goes limp, starts to sink backwards in the water. Its face is basically like here's the water, like its face making a slight island, giving you just enough you can just like hop off and then run up the side of the ship back on without getting your boots
Heck
wet
yeah.
as it sinks into the water.
And
Still,
I gained,
bubbles of steam just billowing up off its armor.
and I gained 21 temporary hit points because I killed it.
Nice.
Back onto the ship.
Yeah. The ship itself is a little rough. There's like dents in the wood where his fingers like grabbed on. There's like that whole gouge that's cut across the mid deck from its great sword crit there, but other than that, it's still standing. It is at this point that you see the Dracolich and Lich swoop in towards the city, a good distance away from you, kind of like towards the front gates where you first were standing, up on the walls. And as it swoops in, you can see the Dracolich just unleashes just a torrent of lightning out of its mouth as it flies in the direction of the walls, like unleashing it down onto the wall's defenders. However, you can see just a shimmering green dome-like barrier appear, covering the entire city at that point, and the lightning kind of like skitters off and like reflects off, sparking in different directions, and the dragon just barely manages to pull up and stop right in front of it, using a couple extra wing beats to prevent itself from colliding with it, before turning around and flying away, and starting to circle around again. Leland, slightly out of breath, picks himself up off the deck of the ship and says, "That'll be the city's last line of defenses. That barrier won't hold for long, though, if it keeps attempting sustained attacks, and, well, if Gelderak gets his hands on the magic, he could probably bring it down. I think this is the final push."
Oh, yeah.
Great. We love that.
And then
What is the final push, though?
I'll fly down.
Mm-hmm.
I also pull my scythe over.
It's just... he's going to cast Quick Sending, and then the purple gates behind you reopen, and you can see the top of the wall again, right about where you first started off, right in the center, pretty much over the main gates of the city.
Just give me 1 minute.
All right.
I'm going to spend 1 minute converting a bunch of spell slots into sorcery points.
Okay. You can do that as you walk, so like he can like brings you all through off the deck of the ship. He starts talking to people, coordinating defenses. You can see people on the walls looking visibly frightened, basically your rank and file soldiers and archers who are standing there. You can see someone like in elven armor just like literally shaking, holding a bow with like a cordon of arrows standing next to him, as like you get an up close and personal look within that minute of the dragon coming and swooping by again. Instead of trying to come straight at the barrier, it does like a flyby, and you can see just it comes within pretty much like 30 feet of you on the other side of the barrier, just unleashing a line of lightning that just crackles across the surface. You can see where it hits this translucent barrier, it shines into like a brighter green light, kind of concentrated on that spot where the lightning hits, reflecting it off, and it swoops by. You can see that the dragon is like mostly just bones and rotting flesh, and you can see most of the way through it. It has what pretty much amounts to a large saddle strapped onto its back that the Lich is holding onto, and you can see him as he flies by. Get a real up close and personal look at him. He appears to be wearing full plate armor of some kind that an Arcana check could potentially help you recognize.
Can I Arcana check?
Yeah,
I'd
you
like
can.
Arcana check too.
I'm not proficient. Can I Arcana check?
No.
Yay!
Hell yeah. Let's go. Arcana check. Natural 1. Oh shit.
21.
Oh yeah, you can tell that is he is wearing a set of demon armor.
I don't remember what Yidris's voice was, but it's this now.
I think that's close. I think that's what it was.
A little more like.
It's this now.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Sure. All right.
What's demon armor?
Demon armor is just basically is a set of cursed armor that pretty much like is unremovable. You have disadvantage on attack. It provides disadvantage on attack rolls against demons. You're more susceptible to them, but slightly higher AC. It gives you the ability to speak abyssal, and the claws on the end of the armor are basically +1, basically do the damage of a +1 longsword. If they can get you. So it provides a melee attack and increased armor.
Interesting.
While you're on top of the walls and observing that and just converting all your spell slots, Lelin kind of like gets that look that you've identified at this point, being high-level characters and also just being around here, is the characteristic look of someone receiving ascending. At which point he says, "The preparations for destroying the stone are complete. If I can... I need to go and start working on that if we're going to get this done in any amount of time. Even if we do defeat that," and he points as the dragon comes flying by for another gout of lightning, "there'll only be a matter of time before the rest of the army storms the city, so I need to finish this and finish it now."
You need help?
The only help I can ask for is that you hold him off. The barrier won't last forever. If you can draw his attention, hold him off, defeat him if possible, that'll be the best help you can give me.
Yeah.
And the gnome is still standing there with the gates ready, and he says, I can send these out onto the battlefield outside the barrier, so you can engage the Lich.
Are we the these?
What?
Did he just point at us and be like, I can send these?
No. You meant the gates. He can like use the.
Oh.
He can teleport.
I
can send these ones.
Harsh, man. Like, yeah, I guess I'm a villain, but sheesh.
I got it. We can do it.
That would be adequate.
Right. Is there anything else I can provide you? Any other aid? Any other assistance before I go?
No.
No.
Right. Let me just see if he has anything. Yeah, the best thing he's got for you is he's just gonna. He hasn't used his 9th level spell slot yet, just to top everybody off, and I mean everybody because they're still injured around. He'll prioritize all of you first, but he's just gonna drop a 9th level mass heal. So 700 hit points divided amongst as many targets as you want within 60 feet.
I only need 8, or I only need 4 of them.
Okay.
I only need 3.
Yeah, I only need. Well, I have 21 temp, but I'm at 181 of 208.
Okay, so he can heal. He doesn't have to he heals you. Basically, heals y'all up to full, and then gestures that back toward the army, and you can just see everybody within 60 feet, wounds start closing and healing, bruises fade, and then just this general golden light from above just kind of permeates this section of wall at 60 feet to either side, just 120-foot stretch of wall, and even down into the courtyard where there's basically a triage set up and people laid out and trying to recover. All of them basically just their wounds close and they heal up and just all sit up, suddenly reinvigorated.
Now I'm just fantasizing about an end game campaign villain casting mass heal just on themselves.
That's terrifying.
My last campaign, the final boss was an ancient brass dragon that was also a 20th level cleric, and definitely had mass heal for himself.
I have no idea what shit.
It was a fun fight. Anyway, so he casts that, and then he starts heading down the wall and heading back in the direction of the palace, leaving y'all with the gnome, who says, "Whenever you're ready, I'll send you out."
Send us.
All right.
Yeah.
You can see all of the soldiers and gathered people and heroes and everybody are around. They're gathered up on the walls in the case that the barrier fails, but they all as he turns and he opens the gates, and you can see out pretty much down on the wall and just a little bit away from it, you can see a duplicate set of those purple gates just appear and then open in tandem with the ones behind you. And as they open, you can see kind of just a look of awe and admiration and respect as you basically a doorway opens up for you to exit out of this bastion of safety that they are all hiding behind, and pretty much just go face this nightmare head on so that they don't have to.
As we like walk past the one archer who is like shaking, I'm just gonna like pat him with not like my actual hand, but like the sleeve, you know? Be like, don't worry. This will be done in just a moment. And then I'll fly through the gate.
Okay.
I want to do a front flip through the gate.
All right.
Parkour.
A sigh and a roll of her eyes. Noelle will walk through the gates normally, like a normal fucking person.
I'm not a person, I'm a turtle.
The tieflings will fuck up. Both.
All right. So y'all step forward out of the gate onto the body-strewn battlefield of this fight. The armies in general have been beaten back and fought off and are mostly just corpses. The field itself is laid bare, and you can just see the dragon just swoop around and then just start flying straight towards you.
I'm gonna flip at the bird.
At about like 200 feet, it rears up and then just kind of flaps its wings, hovering, and
oh my god!
As it does, Gelderak the Lich like pretty much pushes himself up so he's standing on its shoulder, looking down at you over its neck, and kind of like surveys the three of you, and he says, "So what's this then? They send the three of you to come and face against me?"
Saw, dude.
You're very far away. I can't hear you.
You get the sense of rolling eyes, and then with a wave of a hand, he continues in a magically amplified voice that booms out across the 200 feet.
Still nothing.
So you fancy yourself heroes, then?
I don't speak, dumbass. I'm sorry. Can't understand you.
No hero.
Same.
I am.
On any other day, knowing your reputations, I would have assumed you'd be standing by my side.
Now you can smell.
You know, when you owe someone a favor, you owe someone a favor.
I mean, there's still time. Like, I could change.
Oh yeah, real good that would do him.
This is your final warning. Join the correct side. Join the correct side or be slain and raised to fight along my side, whether you like it or not.
What do we get if we join your side? Just curiosity and everything.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Your life continues and you're allowed, I'll say, a modest portion of what we take as we plunder the city.
Vecna, what do you think I should do?
Kill them all.
Okay.
So if I join you, can I get a royal title? Like, can I be like a queen or something? Like, is that on the table?
If you join me and we take that stone, the world will be ours for the taking. You can have whatever titles you want.
Alright. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. I'm gonna be honest. So are we shaking on it, or how does this happen?
Help me take the barrier down, and I'll consider your offer.
No, I kind of want your word on it, though. I don't want you going back on your words. Take on it. Just come down here, shake my hand, and then I'll help you. That's all I ask.
Make me a persuasion check.
Come on, baby. Natural 20 plus 6 is it 26?
Dragon comes and lands on the ground. He disembarks, starts to walk his way over with just the it's just silent. There's fighting has stopped. People up on the walls have stopped. They're just watching. You can hear the clink of his the metal armor as he walks over to you.
How far away is he? Like, is he? Can I still whisper to these two?
And he's just on his way over, yeah.
If you want to do something, fucking do it now.
All right, and he
Fighter.
starts walking over. He gets within, I'd say, 30 feet.
Is anyone going to do anything?
Let me see. Let me see here. He's within 30 feet of us.
Yep.
I am going to cast a 7th level Spirit Guardians.
On yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one that's just the swirling spirits around you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Merc doing anything?
I'm gonna casually walk up to him.
Okay.
Can I whisper to him?
Sure.
What's the offer?
Well, when you as you two are walking towards each other, Yidris like cast the Spirit Guardians. But is that radiant or necrotic?
It's actually radiant. Thinking about what her motivations are as a character right now.
Okay. So he sees that and pauses and says, "Then you've made your choice." And then Merc approaches, and he says, "You can." As you get close, you can see like through the armor. Like the armor doesn't have a face on it. You can see there's just a skull sitting in there with a pair of red rubies set in for eyes, kind of like held in with metal bracketing that's been grafted in. All of the teeth appear to be metal, just like inset into his mouth. And
cool.
There's just like a bluish flame that seems to kind of be keeping him, like lighting him up from the inside. And he holds out a gauntleted hand and says, "A place by my side in the new world we will create."
1 second. Vecna, what do you think I should say? What do you think I should do?
You had the audacity to defeat me and then swear yourself to another Lich.
Yeah, fuck this guy. And I'm gonna unarmed strike him right in the face.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
I really wanted to join him, though. Evil characters. Alright.
Okay. Please don't be caught.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
This is not the outcome that I expected.
We should have joined.
Well, I still have a chance. Y'all fuckers have made your choice.
Listen, all I'm saying is that Yidris would never work under somebody.
I have to listen to Vecna. He's in my head.
I mean, you don't. You rolled the percentages in the right place, so you don't have to listen to him. But
not yet.
But
I have more charges, so I don't have to worry about
it.
Yeah. For today.
All right. What do we all get for initiative?
21.
Okay.
Natural 20 plus 2 puts me at a 22.
Okay. Noelle?
Coming in hot at an 11.
Okay.
At least he's not on the dragon.
I did something, guys. Like,
I wanted to hug him. Squeeze his life out of him.
All right. So, you can see Yidris. You can start to see like everyone's on guard here. So as Merc like goes to move forward, like pretty much everybody's that like shatters the tension. Everyone like moves into action all at once, and you are the first one to get the drop. Like even as Merc like shifts his weight to go and like take a punch, you like sense that things are about to turn and get the drop first.
I am going to do a couple of things.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly straight at them.
Okay.
So that the Lich is within the 15-foot sphere of my little snakes with wings.
Okay.
That's what they look like. They're little snakes with
Like,
wings.
Just coaddles just like swirling around you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Looks up, sees you coming. As you fly like over Merc's shoulder. Got a 12.
That is a failure.
Okay.
So that's 78.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
20. 30. 31 points of radiant damage.
Oof. All right. Good start.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to bonus action bring my scythe, which he was 30 feet out. It can only move 20 feet. So it's 10 feet out now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to...
Yes.
What spells do I have available?
Power word kill.
I do not have Power Word Kill.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
But I do have Levitate. So I'm gonna spend some sorcery points to heighten the spell, which means he has disadvantage on the saving throw against Levitate.
All right. What's the saving throw type?
Let me check. What level is Levitate?
It'll be useful information for the future, but oh wait, disadvantage you said because you got a nat 20, but
Yeah.
okay, this makes a difference.
Level 2.
I don't get an attack of opportunity if he fails, right? Because it's force movement.
Yep.
It's a con save.
Okay, you got a 28. Oh wait, I'm looking at the dragon. Hang on. You got a 26.
Oh,
Okay.
like that.
He does succeed,
Okay.
which is unfortunate because it would have been really cool to take away his ability to move.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay.
All right.
That's gonna be what I do.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Merc.
I'm gonna. Sorry for this, just following orders. I'm gonna grab him around the throat,
Okay.
and he needs to make a con save as I spend 10 key points to do Touch of the Long Death again.
Oh, that's right.
Even he's gonna succeed for sure.
Say a con save.
Yeah.
Got an 18.
Fuck, that succeeds.
I would have failed mine.
So half damage,
Okay.
I believe. Yeah. So that's 20 d10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was D6. Oh,
No, it's
gross.
D10s.
Nice. Nice.
So he takes half of that though, because he
Mhm.
succeeded. Oh, but it's fucking necrotic damage. Fuck. So it would have been 103 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So reduced to half, that's
51.
And he's probably resistant, so
Yeah, his resistance. That drops that to 25. So
yeah.
That
Fuck.
hurts.
So yeah, you reach up and you like grab him around the throat, and you can feel him already like resist as just this another blast, massive blast of necrotic energy
Mhm.
shoots off, like practically the same strength that killed that beholder immediately.
Mhm.
But like, as you grab, you can see like he barely flinches from it, and then takes your, you like, actually, is that the end? Or do you have anything else you want to do with your turn? But he basically just bats your hand off of his throat.
Bonus action, patient defense.
Okay. End of your turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna use two legendary actions to reach out and touch you.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna touch me.
Is it a
Mhm.
spell?
No, it is not.
I know what it is.
Never mind.
Yeah,
That's 21 to hit.
that hits.
All right.
Fuck!
You take.
I know what it is too. I'm so sad.
You only take 7 points of cold damage,
Okay.
and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. 22.
All right, you succeed. You can feel all of your joints locking up from the paralyzing
Yeah.
touch of a lich,
Yep.
but you manage to resist.
Fuck you. You really smell like shit up close. Huh.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
That'll make it his turn.
Oh, fuck.
So he is going to he kind of just like turns 180 and just seems to like, it's almost like he's stepping around a corner as he's going to cast Dimension Door.
I would like the 4th level counterspell.
Okay. He would like to also 4th level counterspell.
He's counterspelling my counterspell?
Yeah, he is.
That's bullshit.
It's so good.
But it's going to take 2 of his 4th level spell slots to do this. As he starts to turn and cast a spell. You like try to disrupt the magical energies, but then like as he's casting Dimension Door, he reaches out with his other hand and disrupts your counterspell as you're casting it, taking up his action for the round, or his reaction for the round, and vanishes and then reappears on the back of the dragon.
That bitch.
It was a good attempt.
But I don't think there's much he can do with that. Takes his action though to get him back onto the dragon. So
I have a really dumb idea, you guys.
I believe he doesn't have anything left he can do with bonus actions, really, so that is the end of his turn. Making it the dragon's turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it starts to take off, it kind of readjusts its angle. I think it can only hit 2 of you, so I'm going to need Yidris and Merc to both make dexterity saving throws as it unleashes a line of lightning breath.
I love being proficient in all saving throws. That's a 21. 11 plus 10.
Made it.
Whew. We need those magma methods more now than ever.
That is 7.
That's a fail.
I feel like I should have made it with that 7, though.
Okay. All right.
I passed my luck on to you.
All right. So Merc, do you have evasion?
I should, right? 20th level
I
monk?
believe so, yeah.
Let me check here. I do. No damage at all.
So just beam of lightning that just tears up the ground and chars corpses between the dragon and you. You dodge out of the way. You basically like are dodging out of the way, and excess lightning, you basically like hook your foot under a corpse, kick it up in front of you, and it just like spins up and just like takes some of the like charge with the smell of like burning flesh before it falls down. Yidris, on the other hand, takes 72 points of lightning damage.
Fuck.
As just gets caught in the full brunt of that beam of lightning.
Well, fuck.
Monks are definitely the best class.
That was 72?
Yep. And then the Draco Lich, that's its action. And then it's gonna...
I need to make a concentration check for my Spirit Guardian.
Tattered leathery wings is gonna take off. And
what's the DC for that concentration check?
For 36?
Just a 22.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, and then the Draco Lich circles up and takes off and is going to fly 50 feet up into the air as it starts to circle around.
Fuck.
It basically stays around the same point it was. It just circles upward, so it's 50 feet in the air. And that's going to bring us to, that's the end of the dragon's turn. That's going to bring us to Noelle.
So I'm guessing it's a no for still joining him.
Honestly, if he were to attack one of us right now, he'd probably be like, that's my bitch.
Yeah.
But do know that I will murder you.
Oh, yeah.
No mercy.
I've seen how you fought against other things.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah. So, how far away was the dragon in relation to where we were?
Say like 100 feet away, and it's now 100 feet away and 50 feet up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Fucking hate that. Okay, okie dokie. Centered on a point within range. That means it doesn't have to be on the ground. right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need some dex saves. And I'm
Okay.
gonna just cast Ice Storm on.
Okay. Dex saves from both of them?
Yeah.
All right.
And I will say I am casting this at what level am I casting it? Just 4th level, I guess.
Well, lovely. Okay. Lich got a 13. Draco Lich got a 9. Guessing they both failed it.
They both fail.
They both have terrible dexterity saves.
I don't
Hell
have
yeah.
dex save spells.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So 2d8 bludgeoning damage is 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
And 4d6 cold damage. I have elemental adept for cold, so
Okay.
ignoring resistances. That is 6, 12, 16. 16 plus 6.
So 22.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can see like the cold starts coming in. Like they're trying to dodge out of the way of it, but it's not working. They're getting hit by these hailstones. And yeah, you can see the Lich get very confused as he takes full cold damage for the first time in a very long time.
Yes.
All right. That was Noel's turn. Actually, he might be too far out to use a legendary action.
Good.
Fuck that guy.
For any of his, yeah, I think he was like yeah, too far away. So he cannot use legendary action. He's too far out. That'll bring us to Yidris.
So he's 150 feet out from me.
Yep.
I'm gonna get 30 feet closer to him via flying.
All right.
Bring me with you.
You are very heavy. And I'm gonna cast Firebolt
All right.
at him.
All right. Roll it.
Oh, it's not great. It's only a 17.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah, he's very far away, you guys.
I'm also gonna say that because he's riding on Dragonback and he's very small and the dragon's very big, I will say he has cover from any attacks from the underside.
Great. I'm gonna attack the dragon.
Okay.
With another firebolt after casting or after using sorcery points to do that.
Okay. Say only half cover though.
Well, I'm gonna go for the dragon.
Yeah. Dragon has no cover. Dragon is the cover.
Dragon is the cover. 13 plus 14, 27.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, that hits. Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, bud.
Well, fuck
Just
yeah.
out for a rip there, bud.
4d10. Nine plus 19, 28 points of fire damage.
Oof. Good. Cantrip.
Thanks.
All right. So you miss with one firebolt, but then you just gather up another like softball-sized ball of fire in your hand and just send it hurtling up at the dragon. Strikes it right in the rib cage. You see just a firework-like flare of flames come off of it.
Yes.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
As you come in within 120 feet,
Yeah.
the Lich is going to respond by using a legendary action to cast a cantrip and send a firebolt right back.
Yeah. This sure did.
Real recognizes real. Did you know that song's actually like someone dying in a hotel room from a drug overdose?
Oh.
Huh. That is a 21 to hit.
Well, boy, howdy, does that hit?
All right.
Just hits.
I think. Let me just double check because I know I wear armor. It do hit. It do be
All right.
hitting.
Okay.
It do in fact be like that.
All right.
The joys of a monk, though. I'm stuck.
All right. That's 22 fire damage that he sends right back at you.
Yeah, he sure do, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
All right.
26 minus 22, 4.
And then that's going to make it Merc's turn.
Is there any catapults or ballistas nearby?
Not on the... Well, actually, let me see. There was a ground battle here.
Yeah.
Let me roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yes, but like 150 feet away from you. Like, they've pretty much been cleared out from this area.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to move towards it, and when I can, launch myself from the ballista at the dragon.
Okay.
So
I'll say you can find one that's loaded, but I will say this is 150 feet away. I don't think you have enough movement. Yeah, so you move in. Okay, so you can get like practically up to it and find that it is like ready to be fired. Basically,
I'm gonna launch myself. That's my turn.
So you get so you get ready to launch.
Actually, Samuel.
Yes.
Movement with my full movement, my long jump is. You can move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So, when you make a long jump, you cover a number of your feet up to your strength score. My strength score is 25. So, could I jump with my long jump into the?
So the jump distance can't. Jump distance is still included within your movement speed.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
You can't jump in excess of your movement. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 140 to the ballista then.
Yeah. If you wanted to spend, I think you could spend a key point to get like to it, but I don't know if that would necessarily be worth the spend of the key point because you could do Step of the Wind for another dash, but
you know what? You know what? Let's make my life easier and not do that.
Okay.
10 feet in front of the ballista, or whatever.
All right. So you kind of have to you kind of have to run like forward at an angle, kind of in the direction of the Lich.
Yeah.
Bringing it to another legendary action from the Lich.
That's fine. I'm gonna launch myself at it.
Is going to. Let's go with a Ray of Frost.
Go for it.
Let's go for a Ray of Frost. Let's do that. So this is a 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Okay.
Oh, I should have bonus action dash. God damn it.
All right, so that's that many d8 damage. All right. Take 17 points of cold damage, and your speed is reduced by 10.
I'm at 60 feet then. Okay. And I'm at 205 of 208.
All right. Oh, yeah, because the temp HP.
Yeah.
All right. And then that's going to make it the Lich's turn.
Oh, fuck.
From up in the air, you hear him say, "Then you have made your choice, and it is time for you to reap the consequences." And he is going to raise a hand up into the air, and you can see a bright, bright orange glow coalesce in the palm of his hand. He then closes his hand around, and the sky darkens.
No.
And black clouds appear, and then...
Meteor swarm, you fucking did meteor swarm.
Yep. A group of meteors comes falling from the sky.
Okay, when I said I was into astrology, this is not what I meant.
So, where's Meteor Swarm? There it is. Oh, I never get to use it. It has a 1 mile range.
It's such a fun spell.
Yeah, 4 different orbs. So, 1 for each of you.
I am not within range to counterspell that, huh?
Nope.
9th level spell, too.
Yeah.
I have a 9th level spell slot to counterspell it.
So, yeah, just these massive meteors come flying in. And it's just, there's 4 of them. So, 1 is aimed at each of you.
My
and
ballista.
Then 1 is just...
Fuck.
1 is aimed at the walls of, like, 1 is aimed at the barrier itself. So I need everybody to make me a dex save.
It'd be so cool if I could do catch missiles with this. Oh, dex save. If I succeed, I get evasion though. So.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
Which
do.
is some fucking bullshit.
I might not though. 8 plus 10, 18.
Rose, what'd you get?
Natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Okay.
I've never needed a natural 20 more.
Yeah, Meteor Swarm is scary. It's 20d6 bludgeoning and 20d6 fire, I think. Oh, I hope I succeeded. I really hope I did.
The DC is 20.
Fuck. I got an 18.
You got a natural 1.
Oh boy.
My ballista.
So Noelle makes it.
That was my only chance.
And so I'll
DBK.
How did I make that, you guys?
So, I'll separate out the damage
Okay.
so that you know, because it's half fire, half bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Noelle, you take
Yes.
35 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 32 points of fire damage.
Oh,
I am resistant to fire, so.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that 32 is reduced to 16.
we got fucked,
Hi.
yo. We're bad. We're doing bad. We're not doing good here, Idris.
Merc
Oh, not
and Idris,
160.
you take 70 points of bludgeoning damage and 64 points of fire damage as you are struck by a meteor.
Double digit, 71. Oh, ow!
Sorry, what was that?
70 bludgeoning and 64 fire.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
You're in the
So just-
air.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
just
and in the air.
Strikes,
Fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
you
Meteor
fuck.
strikes Idris like, so it's like it's not even like the ground around you. It's like you get hit by the. I'm gonna be honestly. What makes sense here is that you get hit by the meteor, and like
It takes you to
can't-
the ground,
yeah,
right?
it basically like it hits you and like
Yeah.
you get hit by it. That's not gonna do all of this. It hits you and it just pushes you down to the ground and then explodes and you take all the damage. So
How's
you
my
are
ballista?
yeah, your ballista's gone. And then you also see one of these fly in and just strike against the barrier, which like coalesces with white light right there, but you can also see like fractured cracks appearing along it.
God damn.
That's the end of his turn.
I have 71 hit points.
92, baby.
Negative
And
30.
well, you're
That's
still
rough,
alive.
buddy.
And then that's gonna bring us to the dragon, who does not recharge its lightning breath.
Thank fucking God, dude. Like, thank fucking God.
But it is going to move and dash with its fly speed and just come land right in front of Merc.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which will technically, let's see.
This sucks.
Yeah, why not? You're within 20 feet of the Lich now. Legendary action from the Lich, disrupt life. Give me a con save.
Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna use a key point to re-roll that saving throw.
Okay.
Because I can do that, because that was a 2 plus 9.
Okay.
5 plus 9, 14.
Oof. All right.
Fuck.
Oh.
'Cause, yeah, you just like disrupts your very life force.
That meteor swarm did it, you guys.
26 necrotic damage.
I'm not looking great.
And that is the end of the dragon's turn. Noelle.
Haha. How far is Yidris from me?
Honestly, you probably get like I think your meteor is like overlapped because Yidris was like up and in front of you, so like the meteor probably brought Yidris down in front of you, so like 30 feet away.
That good. G bless. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to, Balm of the Summer Court. Do a bonus action to spend
Queen
some
shit.
dice.
Queen shit.
Just, get them up. Okay, I'm gonna spend, let's go. I can spend as many as I want, so let's go. I have 5. Where's my other one? Is that 6? That's 6. Alright. Good news, good news. 5, 10, 15, 23 hit points.
Yes.
Plus 6 temp HP. Okay, so then that's my bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Action. How far away is the dragon and the asshole?
Like 150, landed over by Merc, who went running off for a ballista. 140, 140.
140, great. She's gonna pop a pearl off her necklace and just fucking huck it out.
Okay.
Fireball.
Aiming at the back of the dragon, I'm guessing, to avoid Merc.
I mean, if it hits, it hits. Right? Like, but yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So you avoid Merc, and they both need dex saves.
Yes. I'll just throw one.
All right. Lich gets a 20, dirty 20.
Okay, that succeeds.
Dragon gets a 25. Wow.
Both of them succeed, so they're gonna take half damage.
Okay.
So that is 8d6. All right, let's roll these bitches. So 3, 6, 10, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 fire damage, so that would be half of that.
So 12.
12, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then
All right, so yeah. Massive. Merc, you're saying there's a massive explosion. The dragon manages to like throw a wing up in time and block most of or both of them, but luckily, you know, the wing has holes in it, and like some fire gets through the holes. You just get like the sear of heat off of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The dragon is gonna wing attack.
Fuck.
So, 2 creatures with legendary actions. Welcome to 20th level.
Yeah.
As long as it's Merc and not me.
Dexterity saving throw.
28.
You make it, and you take no damage.
Fuck you.
So you like manage to like take cover behind one of the like shattered pieces of the ballista, or just like a rock. You're like standing in a crater, honestly.
Yeah.
Like some shattered rock. But it then uses that wing attack to take off into the air.
Ooh. Sentinel.
Oh, okay. Make that attack of opportunity then.
Motherfucker. Yeah, 9 plus 13.
So 22.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Stay here, bench.
8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. 8 bludgeoning
Bell
damage.
doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
He's put, yeah. All right. So yeah, you like. I'm gonna say basically like it does the wing attack, and you don't take cover. What you do is like you see its wings rearing back to flap. You are way faster than it, so you like dash forward, and like as the wings are coming down, you just run up and just punch it right in the wing socket, and it's like interrupts it. It does not successfully do any damage, and it doesn't take off. It stays put.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bringing us to Yidris's turn.
Great. I am gonna stand up from prone.
Okay.
I'm going to be hissing angrily under my breath.
Okay.
I am going to use my bonus action to regain 99 hit points as a Divine Soul Sorcerer.
All right.
And then I am going to cast Wish.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
What are we wishing for?
I'm just like very pissed off. I'm going to wish that every phylactery that is currently in existence be magically transported to me right here, right now.
Okay, where is the point of here that you are defining?
Like, right in front of me.
Okay. All right. So let me just review Wish real quick again, just to make sure I've got this all set, because it do be like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Badass. Badass. But now you're gonna be a target, maybe.
Why don't I just wish for him to fucking die?
Because Wish doesn't work that well.
Yeah, you have to word it so meticulously.
This is an alternate use of Wish, so you're gonna be weakened by it.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, you say every phylactery in the world.
Every current phylactery in the world, I want it on this battlefield in front of me right now.
All right.
That's brutal.
What are you pointing at a spot basically?
Yes.
Where are you pointing at?
Like, I'm gonna like it's not so much a point as like a gesture, and like I'm in a crater, right?
Yeah.
To like I'm gonna gesture to like my crater.
Okay. All right. So basically, right around you.
Yeah.
So, and Noelle, I think you're like right there, right? You're like at the edge of the crater, looking. You have your two craters are like next to each other. So you like go up to the edge of your crater that looks down into Idris's. So you just like stand up and like there's this golden glow of light, heal up a lot of hit points, and then Yidris like basically reaches out. Like you can see just this calculated like staring at something you can't quite see, muttering a series of incantations and casting a spell, but there's almost like a waiting aspect to it. There's almost like there's a patience, there's almost like searching for something before you just reaches out and grabs hold of just thin air, and you can see almost like it's like the space warps and like they've managed to grab purchase onto like space itself right there. And then, after muttering a very specific set of instructions, yanks, and then space almost seems to like ricochet back, almost like it's made of rubber. Just like you can see, just this warping of your vision, just kind of like warble back and forth. Before that point in the air, just kind of like tears, and then you just see gems, and you see like a gem fall out. You can see a small box fall out. You can see just a series of knickknacks and objects just start pouring out, probably like 100 of them just pouring out onto the ground. And then the tear opens wider, and Merc, in front of you,
Yeah.
the dragon gets yanked backwards by an unseen force, and the Lich falls prone in front of you.
Oh, motherfucker.
And Yidris, the Draco Lich appears in front of you.
Interesting.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that was your cast of Wish.
It was my cast of Wish.
How does Vecna feel inside my head about that?
About which thing? About which part?
The phylacteries.
See, you're kind of far away, so you don't. I don't actually even, especially because you're just down in a crater, so I don't think you can necessarily see. You can just like feel the amount of energy. So Vecna just like there's just recognizing the sheer amount of power that was just unleashed there.
Do I have to roll a percentile dice?
Let me double check.
I believe so. If it's if it's a custom worded wish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Because I think there's like a 30% chance that you can never.
Oh yeah,
cast
yes.
wish
Roll
again.
a percentile die.
Okay. 45.
Okay, you do not. Okay, you can cast Wish again.
Sweet.
However, because of the stretch, this is like some Hulk snapping the gauntlet moment, because like your whole your sleeve basically gets like burned away, and there's these hot lines of blue energy that like ricochet back down your arm and recoil, and you can just feel your soul hurts.
Badass.
Yeah, she was pissed.
You're gonna take damage every time you cast spells.
I will until I can take a long rest.
That's true. And your strength drops to 3 for 2d4 days. So let's see what that is. I'll roll it. Your strength is 3 for 6 days.
Okay.
So then that's basically it. And then you take damage casting spells until you take a long rest.
If I ever get the chance to cast Wish, I'm gonna wish for a flying Tarrasque mount.
All right. Which the dragon appears, and at the end of your turn is going to legendary action to tail attack you.
That was badass, though.
It was.
Thank you.
You separated the two of them.
The Lich is prone in front of me. He's gonna die.
All right, that'll make a tail attack from the dragon is a 27.
It'll hit.
All right.
That was badass. Oh my god, that was badass.
Yep.
Let's just
15 bludgeoning damage.
shit.
Okay.
as it like its tail swings and it's like it's basically perched over the pile of phylacteries, and you just hear this like clanking and like tinkling of sound of like gems and glass as its tail just sweeps through the pile of phylacteries and swings at you, smacking.
Did it destroy any of the phylacteries?
I forget. Are phylacteries magically protected?
I think so.
Let's see. I'm gonna say phylacteries are magically protected. They need some more than just a tail smacking into them to destroy them.
Liches are
Okay.
cool, man.
So that will make it Merc's turn.
Yeah, it does. Walk up to the little tiny lich that's prone on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I see. So originally I was gonna try to knock him off the dragon with my decanter of endless water, but just.
Oh yeah.
But I am going to just curb stomp down on his head with
All right.
advantage because he's prone. Correct.
Yep. Correct.
26 to hit.
Yep.
Jesus.
8 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then I'm going to another curb stomp.
All right. Just stomping down on his head.
26 to hit
Yep.
for 17 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Ow.
And then I'm going to use a key point to do flurry of blows.
All right.
And that'll be 2 more. So my 2 more, I'm just going to jump in the air for my first one, all my weight, bring down both my feet one at a time. Just.
Okay. Roll them.
So the first one was a 21 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
11 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then my second foot, 19 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh, so for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Can I get any more attacks in here? I wonder. Flurry of blows, 2 unarmed strikes. I think that's it.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Then on at the end of your turn, he's gonna he's gonna use his last legendary action to. Oh wait, no, he used Disrupt Life recently, so he doesn't have any legendary actions left. So never mind. Then just on his turn, he is gonna stand up.
Can I use Sentinel to prevent him from standing up because it's technically movement speed?
What is Sentinel? What is the specific language of Sentinel?
When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Okay, what about, because there's stuff about you can make an opportunity attacks when you otherwise wouldn't be able to, right?
Creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action, and if they attack someone else.
Okay, so no, because standing up normally wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity, and it's not disengage action.
Fair.
But good check,
It'd be
good check.
cool, though.
Oh yeah, he pushes himself up off the ground,
How's it going?
and then he's just gonna point a finger at you,
Fuck! There goes Merc.
and I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's not finger power word kill.
No, it's not.
Oh, because he used.
Because he already used his 9th level spell on Meteor Swarm.
You said Constitution?
Yep.
18.
Ooh, that's a fail.
Yeah, fuck.
Finger of Death.
Oh, Finger of Death. That's
Yep.
worse where I'm sitting at.
That is
Fuck.
62 points of necrotic damage.
So that would drop me to 0, but I'm going to use a key point to do, because I am a death monk. Give me 1 second here while I look it up, because I want to make sure it's right. Yeah. When you're reduced to 0 hit points, you can expend 1 key point, no action required, to have 1 HP instead.
Okay.
So I don't want to turn into a fucking zombie.
It has to kill you in order for that to happen. It doesn't knock unconscious.
That was dropped to 0 for that one.
Nope. It is specifically a humanoid killed by the spell.
Okay,
Rises at the end of turn a zombie.
Yeah, nope. I am gonna shrug that off and go from 45 to 1.
All right. So he points a finger at you and then just blasts just this torrent of negative energy at you. Like it hits and ricochets off in all directions, and like a cone behind you. You go down onto one knee, but you manage to like draw up your ki inside yourself, like basically burning your ki as life force to keep yourself up at one hit point.
Fuck you.
And then that'll make it the dragon's turn. All right.
Cool.
Dragon is going to first frightful presence. So Yidris and Noel, I'm going to need wisdom saving throws.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh indeed.
Frightful presence is fun.
Come on, baby. Come on. Okay.
Ooh.
I can vibe with that.
And actually, it's a lot more than I thought it was. 24.
Okay, you make it.
27.
All right, you both make it. Neither of you are afraid. So it is going to start with a bite against Idris.
At least you guys aren't afraid.
Yeah, that's 29 to hit.
Mechanically not afraid.
Just hits.
That is 13 piercing damage and 2 lightning damage. Rolled real low.
Okay.
And then it's going to do one claw against Idris for 28.
That'll also hit.
Okay. For 13 slashing damage.
13?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it's going to like stomp over you, technically still staying adjacent, and it's going to go like reach up to the top of the crater and take a swing at Noel.
I haven't done anything.
Sees you. 27.
Let me check. Barely.
Just hits.
Just
or
hit.
17 slashing damage.
Fuck.
I am not a fan of this.
I'm at 1 hit point.
I will say.
End of its turn.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
Lich is going to legendary action, paralyzing touch on Merc.
Fuck.
It just wants you dead.
Yeah.
So that is... Does an 18 hit Merc?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be...
Unconscious.
Can you spend... Oh, is it a reaction to... Was it a reaction to spend the key point? I think it said no action required.
Oh, no action required. I'm going to do another key point and not
Yes.
zero.
So just make me the Constitution saving throw
That's
for the
my
paralyzation.
last key point, though.
Oof. All right. For the paralysis.
Yeah. 19 plus 9, 28.
Okay. So he reaches forward with his 2 hands and just like grabs you on the side of the face and just like courses cold damage into your body. You feel your whole body go cold. You push it back and stay up with your last bit of ki in your body.
Yeah.
And just like also shrug and fight off the constitution or the paralysis. Whew, boy.
Fuck, I was going to stunning strike him, too.
That'll make it Noel's turn.
God damn.
Aha! Cool. How far is Merc away from me?
Like 140 feet.
140.
140. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna move. No, never mind. I'm not gonna move.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got this big dragon skeleton right up there next to you.
She considers it and then looks at the bone boy and is
Merc's okay. Merc's got an idea.
Maybe I'm not going to do that. He's like right up on me, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of right up on both of you.
Shape change. Dragon fight.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost.
At
The dragon.
okay, it's a disadvantage because it's right up in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, no. You win some, you lose
This is the
some.
first ever TPK on the channel. Let's find out.
No, it's actually not going to be the first ever TPK on the channel.
Oh wait, it would not be.
Okay, so I rolled a natural 20 and a 14 plus 6 would make it a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
So that is 4d8. Cold damage. I'll say again, elemental adept for cold. 14, 18, 20 cold damage.
20 cold damage. It's resistant, but it doesn't matter. Oh wait, you have it for cold, right?
And yeah, cold, fire, and thunder.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot a ray of frost up at it, and you like coat its face in frost, and like you can see the bones freezing together and cracking from the damage. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna need you to chill for a minute, okay? Just calm down.
Good joke.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. The Lich is going to use the last legendary action on Merc to cast a cantrip.
Yeah, I have one.
You can also.
Point.
You are right up right up close to this thing, and now you've had a little bit of seeing it. Like, he's not doing too great. You can see he's trying to kill you because he's getting desperate.
That's great. I have 1 hit point.
I know. He's gonna use Firebolt, but he has all of his. I'm gonna tell you all of his cantrips are ranged, and he's not gonna risk stepping away.
But I have 17 AC.
So he has disadvantage. He could miss.
That one.
Let's see what he's got.
Nat 20.
I'm speaking it into existence, manifesting this reality. Come on.
It is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit. Just misses.
Amazing.
So you can see he just like conjures so he has so
Spit in his face.
He is so far finger of death, grabbed you with the paralyzing touch. He summons a beam of fire in his hand and goes to throw it at you, but you like step forward and catch his wrist, knock it off to one side, and it goes flying off and explodes against a pile of corpses. And that'll make it Idris' turn.
I got this guy.
Great. I am thrilled. I am going to take my potion of recovering dawn
Okay, that's your action.
and have
Wish
a
again.
long rest.
Yep.
So that gives me all of my spell slots back. I'm up to full. I no longer take damage from casting spells.
Yep.
I am going to leave its melee range.
Okay, it'll take an attack of opportunity.
It fucking better.
It's gonna go with the bite.
You're going crunch.
Crit. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, it sure is, huh?
I wish the dragon was under my control.
It's 13, so 26 piercing damage
Okay.
and 10 lightning.
You're fine.
And 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still very golden. And then I'm going to cast 2 sorcery points to quicken spell.
Nice.
And at 8th level, I'm going to cast... I can't pronounce it, is the thing about it. Abby Dalzim's Horde Wilting.
All right.
Nice.
Which will not affect the undead dragon at all, but I don't give a fuck about the dragon. I'm trying to destroy these phylacteries.
So I'm gonna say real quick, make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And not go work.
18.
You would be correct. That would not affect the dragon. It would affect all these phylacteries. However, when you cast Wish and asked for all the phylacteries in the world to be dumped in front of you, the dragon was included.
I mean, yes.
So, like, that dragon is the phylactery.
But if the dragon is also a lich, then its phylactery has to be in here.
So I don't think Draco Liches don't have actual. Draco Liches aren't actual liches. They're just undead dragons.
Yeah.
That feels preposterous.
It is not a lich in itself. It doesn't have spellcasting.
Will not use my 8th level spell slot for that.
Okay. You would be like killing like every. At the end of this fight, you could basically just wipe out every lich on the planet real quick, though.
Which Mark's not.
What I will do, though, because I got out of its melee range, is I will cast. Because I've noticed that it's not great at the whole dexterity thing,
Mm-hmm.
I will throw down a lightning bolt.
Okay.
That
It is It has been using lightning breath.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm doing a couple different things here.
Okay, all right. Just want to double check.
One of them is hitting it with a lightning bolt, and then I'm also gonna be hitting some of these phylacteries with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
I'm multitasking.
Okay. All right.
I have to admit, I'm not super worried about this Draco Lich.
Okay.
I am.
But can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes, you can.
Please not.
I got a 9.
Please not.
It is a failure.
Please not Vecnas.
Do it. Destroy Vecnas.
Do.
Add a little bit of spice to it.
How many D whatever is that? Lightning bolt. Haha. 100
Oh,
foot
just
long.
Vecna's phylactery is gone. In order to get the eye of Vecna, Vecna's
86.
dead.
Right. Correct. Thank you.
So Vecna doesn't have a phylactery right now. If
Oh.
in the event that Vecna possesses you, Vecna would then recreate a phylactery. But currently,
We're fine.
Vecna's got nothing. You're good.
Unless someone pulls my eye out.
Yeah.
We can arrange that if you want.
No. I should have the hand too. Damn it. Oh wait, no.
$29 points of lightning damage against this dragon and a bunch of phylacteries because I'm gonna get into a position where I can just kind of 100-foot line just.
All right. I'm gonna say add your make me a roll me a d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
The Liches
My
will
spell
remember
attack
that.
modifier.
So your spell attack bonus, what you would use for ranged spells.
Awesome.
This is now canon. The Liches will remember that.
22.
Okay, so you shoot a bolt of lightning along, and you can see phylacteries fly up into the air, just scatter, and as the bolt of lightning passes by them, it throws them up into the air. Additional little static discharges come off the bolt of lightning and hit phylacteries, and from the ones it hits, they hit them and they just go exploding along the line until you come up and hit the Draco Lich as well.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I didn't say where I was moving, but I'm going to be moving closer towards Merc.
Okay. So you move 30 feet, so you are 110 from Merc now.
Yeah.
Merc and the Lich. Okay. Draco Lich is gonna, at the end of your turn, legendary action to wing attack. So just Noel, dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, sis. Gotta go.
Bye.
After I healed you, got you out of unconsciousness, you're gonna fucking do me dirty like this? For a 4?
Okay. So you take 14 bludgeoning damage and just get knocked on your ass.
I'm feeling very targeted right now.
And then it flies 40 feet. It's gonna fly up at an angle in the direction of the Lich.
Yeah. Too late, motherfucker.
That'll make it. Oh wait, yes, and that'll make it Merc's turn.
Yeah. This guy looks like shit. I look like shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He definitely looks. I'm not gonna say he's not he's getting there. He's not on death's door yet, but.
All right. I have 1 hit point though.
Mm-hmm.
Potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink that potion of supreme healing.
Okay.
Well, one of them,
All right.
and that's 10d4 plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me roll really bad. 47 hit points.
Okay.
That's still better than 1.
Bonus action. I have no key points, so that's my turn, I guess.
All right. That'll make it the Lich's turn. What does he want to do? What does he want to do with you? Do. What does he want to do with you? He is going to.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he's going to do with you.
Yeah.
Is the bastard gonna dimension door away again? Like a
He
fuck
is-
face?
He is not. No.
Good.
Goddamn coward.
Oh, fuck it. You're no good, Lich. You're just like
Like your father. You'll never be shit.
All right. He reaches out a hand towards you
Good for him.
and like makes a grasping gesture in your direction.
Yeah.
Hand shimmering with energy, but he stops before he gets to you. But out of the corner of your eye, you see a massive hand of black energy making the same grasping motion, come grabbing up from behind you.
Bigby's hand.
Bigby's hand.
God damn it.
He's gonna go for the grasping hand, so it's gonna try and grapple you. So oppose grapple checks.
That's athletics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 24.
All right. Let's see what it's got. Let's see what it's got.
Strength-based monk.
Oh yeah. It got a 10.
Yeah.
Rolled real bad.
You.
So yeah, you like turn around just in time, grab the thumb with one hand and the fingers with the other, like block with your arm, and like it tries to just grab around you. You push it off of you and shove it back.
How's that feel,
And-
fuckface?
He was in the process. I'm gonna say he was gonna do that and run, so he's gonna try and move away. So
Yeah,
take that
Sentinel,
attack opportunity with
motherfucker.
Sentinel. Yup.
18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Ah!
Yeah, you managed to turn around and swing, but he manages to just like move 30 feet away from you.
That's what I get for not using my quarterstaff. I have plus 16 to hit with my quarterstaff.
Ooh.
That's
Jesus.
insanity.
Okay, but that is the end of his turn. Making it the dragon. Dragon flying in that direction is going to just turn its head. It's going to come down and land between. Or no, Yidris is flying in the air, right?
I am.
Okay,
Why
Then-
walk when you have wings?
it's going to fly up past and above you and then wheel around to line up you and Noel. And I'm going to need dexterity saving throws as it unleashes its lightning breath again.
Noelle, sis, I am so sorry.
I am feeling very attacked right now. Where is Donkey when we need him?
Donkey.
Okay. Someone to come seduce this dragon.
I should have just played Shrek.
Oh my god.
Natural 20!
Nice.
So 22.
14.
That's a failure. Okay. So, Noel, you take 54 points of lightning damage. And Yidris, that's 27.
You're nothing.
You, like, bank in the air on your wings around the beam of lightning. It just goes right past you. It's Noel
Are
square
you
on.
unconscious? No?
Single digits, baby!
I can't heal you, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's just a wrong wind could knock me out right now.
You got that potion, though. You got that potion.
I wish I didn't waste my long rest potion.
For those
I was
keep.
gonna say.
Yeah.
All right.
And disintegrate.
Yep. That'll bring it to Noel.
Ow! Oh, yeah, she's chugging a potion of superhuman.
You do have your potion of recovering dawn still, too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm saving that for when I really need it.
Okay.
Yeah, like when you cast Wish.
I have a ring of wish. Like, I don't fucking need that shit. Where's my doors? 24. I don't have that many doors. We're going for it. Alright. I will. You guys continue. I can get back to you on what. I've lost all my defense.
I wish I was the princess.
4, 7. Don't try me. 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, plus 20.
I should have picked a deck of many things.
Oh, no.
It's 42.
Okay.
Void.
So heal up anything with your bonus action.
I ain't got any bonus actions.
Okay.
No.
Lich is gonna firebolt his arch nemesis.
Merrick the Corrupted.
17
Just
exactly.
hits, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
I'm gonna kill this guy. He is my arch nemesis now.
20 fire damage.
Ooh.
Enemies to lovers, slow burn 40k words.
Wish that we're lovers.
Merc's getting a little punch drunk here from taking all these hits. Idris, you're up.
How far away am I from Merc?
You made 110 feet still.
Ooh.
Fucking good, fucking stupid, damn it.
I was gonna launch myself out of a ballista at the dragon.
The Lich moved 30 feet away though, so the Lich is 80 feet from you.
Oh, he moved closer to me?
Fuck.
Because he and the dragon are going towards each other, yeah.
I can reach him though.
Great.
I got away too.
I am gonna move another 30 feet closer to Merc.
Okay, so you're 80 feet from Merc.
I'm 80 feet from Merc now. I am going to...
Cast Wish on Merc and wish Merc was a Trask.
No.
No.
But I am going to
That'd be amazing.
cast Firebolt
On Merc?
on Merc. No,
Put him out of his misery.
on the Lich twice.
Okay, roll those attack rolls.
You haven't been rolling very well, but I'll give you a go. Not great. 9 plus 4. Oh, I mean 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then 27. Great. Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 6, 8, 5, 13 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then cocked. Okay. 21 points of fire damage.
Oh boy, he's close. He's not looking good. All right.
What else? That was my action. That was my bonus action. My movement.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right. That will make it. Yeah, end of the turn. He's gonna another firebolt at Merc because he sees him coming. He's
Bring
really
it to the face.
gets hit by 2 from the back, and he's really not feeling good. So that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Come on.
18 total.
I'm at 10, boys and girls and everyone.
All right, that'll make it Merc's turn.
I'm gonna sprint towards him.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 50 feet.
Okay. Well, he's 30 feet from you, so.
Oh, cool. I thought he was farther away.
No, he's 30 feet from you because
Okay.
he only made one movement.
So I'm gonna run up to him, and as I'm running up to him, fist.
Okay.
Yeah, 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
16 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. All right.
So
You come up and you're just bam right in the face. You can feel the skull crack. Some of the gems and teeth just come falling out of the
and
helmet.
then grab the sides of his heads and jump up and knee him under the chin.
Roll it.
Yeah, that's 22 to hit.
Yep.
Merc. 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, I can't flurry of blows anymore.
No, you can't.
So
but
I'm gonna go just a bonus action unarmed strike to elbow him in the nose.
okay.
Almost a nat 20. 26 to hit.
That does it. Don't roll damage though, because I'm going to tell you that as you elbow him with that last hit, you feel no resistance and realize your second hit already killed him. You just couldn't tell the difference.
Nice.
And you go bam, and his body just goes ragdolling to the ground and just goes rolling in a heap and stops moving. And as that happens, you hear the Draco Lich let out a mighty bellow of a roar.
Thank God I get temp HP from that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! End my turn.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. That will make it the Lich's turn. He dead. So that's gonna make it the Draco Lich's turn. He's gonna move its 80-foot fly speed right up to Merc.
That wish spell was so helpful.
Yep. And it's gonna 3 attacks against Merc.
It's been real.
25 on the first one.
Oh yeah, that hits. I should have went with my shell, but that's an action to do that.
For more than 10 damage.
I have temp HP though, 21 temp HP.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, then this might make a difference. 13 piercing and
Okay.
4 lightning.
Oh, I still have temp HP.
Okay. Claw attack. That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
12 slashing damage.
Oh, I have 2 hit points.
All right, and then last claw attack. 15.
15 doesn't hit.
Bite, claw. Just getting the shit beat out of him. Just catch the last claw. And you're like, you catch the claw. It's like inches from your face. You're like, not yet.
Oh,
You're still up at 2. The Lich is down. It's just the Draco Lich,
oh god.
making it Noelle's turn.
Damn. Did not think we'd get this far, to be honest.
Well, you should have. We're amazing.
Are we though?
Oh, I could have added +5 to my attack.
Well, some of us are.
God damn it.
Yeah, okay. Your lordship, please, not right now. All right. Well, how is the bone boy looking? The Draco
Pretty
Lich?
good. Pretty good.
Probably
Not
pretty good.
not too bad.
All right, cool.
You got those 9th, 8th, 7th level spells. This is the guy to use them on.
Yeah.
No, I could. Stop it. Please, my sir. Alright, you've convinced me. I'm gonna... Let's see, can I do this without hitting Merc?
Can you do this without hitting Merc?
I'm trying to firestorm.
Oh yeah, you could without hitting. You can do that without hitting Merc because you can pick like exactly where the 10-foot cubes are.
Yeah, okay.
Holy
I'll do it without hitting Merc.
fuck.
But just
Okay.
like,
2 hit points of
Fair.
2 out of 200.
barely not hitting Merc,
Mm-hmm.
So, and I will choose not to affect like the grass if there's still any
Okay.
left. Like,
So you like have it hover like all the cubes are like a little bit off the ground.
just a little bit.
All right. So is that a deck save?
Each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw. Yep.
14.
That is a fail.
All right.
This is going to take 7d10 fire damage. Let me just get all my d10s here. Alrighty. 7. That is 7. Alright, so it's 10. 17. Oh my goodness. So 10. 14. I am very bad at math. Alright. Just gonna calculate this. Okay, it's a lot. 10 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 6. 46 fire
Okay.
damage.
All right.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
The stone that we're protecting is
Mm-hmm.
it like a big like Stonehenge stone, or is it like a hand-sized stone?
Hand-sized.
Okay,
Back in the city.
makes sense.
Just give it to the dragon. Just take
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Stop hitting me.
All right. That was anything else in Noel's turn?
Nah.
All right. Bring it to
she's on the
Yidris.
ground.
Yidris, yeah boy, I'm gonna move 30 more feet closer to Merc and the dragon.
All right. You're within 50 feet
50
of
feet.
both of them.
So I'm gonna cast my 8th level spell slot to do spiritual weapon. My giant scythe shows up.
8th level spiritual weapon.
Nice. I should have made a caster.
It's super gonna hit. It's like 18 plus 14.
32 hits, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'd be very surprised if it didn't. I'd be very scared
God,
if it
that's
didn't.
a lot of damage. 10, 17, 30 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I am, because that was a bonus action, I'm gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
18.
Gotta check. No, that does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, I believe you.
All right. Is that the end of Idris' turn?
That's it for me.
Merc.
Unarmed strike.
All right.
Yeah, that has to hit. 12 plus... Or wait, 12 plus 7. 12 plus 13. 25 to hit?
Yep.
14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, no key points. God damn it. Another punch.
Okay.
30 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, 17 plus 13? 30?
Yep.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
No!
What'd you get?
16.
That last one misses.
I should have went in my shell.
All right.
Went
the Drake Lich is looking significantly less okay now.
That's my turn.
All right. Drake Lich is gonna claw at Merc.
Yeah.
Start with the claw.
Bye-bye, Merc.
28 to hit.
Yeah, I have 2 hit points.
Yeah,
Unconscious.
Knocks you unconscious. And then before you hit the ground, turns and beats its wings once and flies up to meet Idris in the air.
So wing attack? Or...
No, just regular.
Oh, okay.
Regular fly. Wing attack is a legendary action.
That's right.
Flies up to meet Idris in the air for a bite.
Womp womp.
Crunch, crunch.
Which is a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Sorry. So, getting back into it. What was missed there in the hiccup. Bite attack missed Idris. Claw attack hit Idris, which then brings us to Noelle's turn.
It sure as fuck does.
These are some of the most chaotic vibes I've ever witnessed.
What about this is chaotic?
All of it.
You know what? I'm gonna just go for another firestorm on the Bone Boy.
Okay.
The Bone Boy.
The Bone Boy.
Dexterity saving throw.
Please don't hit me.
9.
Oh, that failed. I will aim it so I'm not hitting Idris.
Yeah.
Thank you, you're a real one.
Did all that work to get him back up. I ain't going to take him down now. But them not giving me the same courtesy. Alright, 7d10. Alright, hell yeah, baby. That's a lot of damage. Alright, 10, 7, 3, 2, 7, 2. Does 38 fire damage.
Okay. It's looking real bad.
All right.
As, yeah, it, like, tries to bite at Idris, fails, swings up a claw, and then all of a sudden just, like, this just arc of flaming explosions just, like, peels through the air and just rips into its underside, burning it up, and just flames shoot out through the holes in its skeleton and body.
And how close is Merc to me?
You haven't been moving, so like 140 feet still.
Okay, I will move 20 feet towards Merc to get within 120, and then spend 7 of my Fey energy pool dice. Get some health back.
Okay.
Do not eat my dice.
Turn me into a Trask.
I'm not turning you into a Trask. That's not what this spell does. This is at 7. You natural? Alright. 14, 18, plus 5. 18 plus 5. 23 hit points, and then 7 temp HP.
Ooh, thanks, fam.
I got you. And then that is my turn.
Okay, it'll bring us to Idris. Dragon's right up on you.
It sure will bring us to Idris, won't it?
Yeah,
Won't
a little
it just?
charred, little bad looking, little kind of crispy after all these firestorms. Is not looking great.
I am going to. I'm just. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
Hmm.
Do you want to know?
I do.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians again
Okay.
at 7th level again,
Okay.
which means I need a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Does this undead dragon have a good wisdom saving throw? We will find out. Not bad.
For these messages.
23.
It's saved, so it takes half damage.
Okay.
17, 20. So 29 halved to whatever
14.
that is. 14. Okay. I concur. I'm so fucking annoying. And then I'm gonna quicken spell. I'm gonna quicken spell, but first I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity if it wants to take one.
Yeah, well, with the bite.
Natural
yeah.
20, perhaps?
25 to hit.
It'll hit.
87.
For... Where's my d10s? There they are. 22 piercing damage and 9 lightning.
Okay. Double digits now. But then I'll quicken spell another firebolt.
Okay, roll the attack.
Yes. Do it.
24.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Do it.
Oh, that's bullshit. I rolled 3 2s. 12 points of fire damage.
Nice.
How does a firebolt kill a Dracolich?
Oh my god, okay. So after it like bites me, I'm gonna just kind of like fly back, and while its mouth is still open, just like huck a firebolt right into its open mouth. So it kind of like explodes in its mouth, and it looks like it's like doing a fire breath, but it's not. It's just killing it.
All right, so you hit it on the inside of the mouth. You can see it like blast of fire shoots out the open back of its neck, and it just kind of, you can see the lights go out in its eyes, and it just falls down to the ground and just plummets. It's basically a skeleton, so when it hits the ground, there's nothing. The magic is gone that's holding it together, and its bones just kind of scatter across the ground. But once it's like, there's a moment of silence, then all the bones start to kind of like rattle. And then they all start pulling in closer to each other in like the center of where it fell. And they all just start pulling in closer to each other, like basically forming into a giant ball of bones and cartilage and like leftover body mass that just starts pulling in tighter and tighter and crunching and crumbling basically into dust until it pulls in tight about into the size of a fist, and then just kind of starts to glow and be enveloped in the shroud of like black purple energy that then just like flickers and sputters and then just fades and goes away, and then just like what's left of that bone dust just blows away in the wind, leaving nothing.
So we're out of initiative now?
Yes, you are.
Great. I would love to take one of my potions.
Okay.
For 51 points of health.
Yeah, I'm taking
All
it
right.
too.
All right.
And then there's something I would like to do.
All right, what's that?
I would like to cast Wish again.
All right.
And this time I'm gonna wish for the Stone of Power to be transported to my open hand, but like the not destroyed Stone of Power into my open hand.
Okay.
Yes. Do it.
I'm gonna need for this particular circumstance, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a spell casting roll.
Okay.
Do it.
So like plus my ability modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Because basically, you cast the spell, you do the same thing where you reach out and you like grab onto space itself and start to pull it towards you. But as you're doing that, you can feel significant resistance both from the object itself and what's currently being done with it.
Question.
Yes.
With that long rest potion, did it reset the you get hurt every time you cast a spell thing?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Because it counts as taking a long rest. Yeah.
It's a straight up 20.
Do it.
Okay. The roll on the other end was a natural 20. So basically, you reach out and you start pulling towards you, but you can feel a tug pulling back. And as you do, like the air in front of you kind of just begins to shimmer and like almost like fade into another place. And as you're pulling, you almost get like a scrying view as like the 2 points in space are so intrinsically linked. Pretty much opens up a portal between you and where the stone actually is, and you can see the throne room of the palace. And you can see Prince Leland standing there with his hands outstretched in the middle of like this huge ritual set up. There's like glowing glyphs on the ground that like there's crystals. There's like 30 other mages and clerics in the room. Like they've got this whole setup, and you can see there's like a pedestal in the center of the room where the stone was sitting. It is now halfway the distance between that and the edge of the circle, hovering in the air, and like the entire ritual in process, there's like energy flowing into it.
So we should re-roll against each other, is what I'm hearing.
And
this is Leland.
Well, Leland's grabbing onto it. He's looking over it. He's like, "What are you doing? We almost have it. It's almost gone."
Yes. That's it. Just that. Okay. Yes.
All right. Roll again.
Oh fuck! I didn't think you'd actually say
yes. Balls.
Oh no!
Oh god, who am I gonna use for this?
Help action.
This could be bad.
Evil characters.
You just stop cock blocking me, like.
I can't do math. 16 plus 5. 21. I can do math.
17 plus 5.
Oh!
Right there. It's right there. I will.
That is so hurtful. You've betrayed me, Lemon Drop.
He pulls it back towards himself, and you can see like there's like this wispy green light flowing all around the room, and you can see the light start to emanate off of Leland's body himself. He looks over. He looks through the portal at you as it starts to drag back towards him and comes into his hand. And he looks at you, and you get the sense that as you're looking at it, like the ritual itself is involving multiple casts of Wish, which is why there was a back and forth here, and it didn't just work.
While this is happening, can Merc just kind of slowly move towards that crater and just start looking through the phylacteries and see if any of them interest Vecna?
Sure.
Just digging through them. Just doop, boop, 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 boop.
the stone lands in Leland's hand, and he looks out at Yidris, and there's just kind of like a sad expression on his face, and he's like, You just couldn't help yourself, could you?
No.
I hope you find your way someday. And he takes the stone and pulls it in close to himself, and in the direction of the castle, you can see like this. It's almost like a shadow is cast over the city from that side. You can see the palace itself, like the very tops of it, as like a shadow is cast over the entire city, concentrated on the palace itself. Like the palace has been cast into nightfall, and as he pulls it in, you can see the stone itself. It's pretty much like, imagine a purple, like rough, like not even cut or polished, just incredibly rough purple gem set into rock, like around one side of it where he's holding it. It starts to flare into bright life, bright light. And it looks like basically he's burning off all the energy of it as he starts to use the power of the stone itself, looks down at it, ignoring Yidris at this point as he pulls it in close, looks into it, and like almost as if he's speaking to the stone or something in it, says, "You won't be able to hurt anyone anymore." And then you can just, whatever that warbling warp in space that you two created with your wish spell gets disrupted as the entire, you can see the inside of the palace around him starts to be covered in shadow as well, and then the whole palace vanishes. And looking in the direction, you can see the towers from the distance disappear as well.
Ha!
Chance at the fucking ground!
Just wish you was princess. Still digging through the phylacteries.
Oh, I could do that, yeah.
Alright. You managed to find, there's like a lot of the phylacteries are charred. You managed to find a few that are still intact. Start to grab some. I don't know if Yidris and Noel want us to go over and start destroying phylacteries at any point.
I am going to do another thing now.
Okay.
And that is use my scroll of true polymorph to polymorph into an ancient brass dragon.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And then I'm just gonna go destroy those phylacteries.
Okay. So Mercury's making a brass dragon leaps over and just starts going to town on the phylacteries.
I just want one of them.
I don't allow that. I destroy all of them that are visible.
Alright. Merc, you can attempt a sleight of hand check, but this dragon looks upset and may burn you to death with your, like, barely double-digit hit points.
I'm good.
Alright. So, in summarizing, since we are about at time at this point, the day is saved, but ultimately almost unsaved by the unlikely grouping of Merc, Yidris, and Noel, who came together and defeated Gelderak the Elder and his phylactery dragon, and nearly screwed it all up at the end in the final second, but by a hair. The Prince Leland managed to succeed. The palace itself was removed, it vanished, and no one knows where it went. In the aftermath of this day, the palace itself vanished, but over the next minutes and hours and days of following this, in essentially the crater left where the huge palace was once sitting, a single sapling begins to grow out of the ground, where in the center of where the palace was, and it grows and it grows and it grows rapidly. It grows unnaturally fast, and minutes after this happens, there's a sapling. Hours later, it's a full tree, and it continues to grow and grow and grow until the canopy of this tree shadows half the city. And as it grows into the distinct shape of a building. Front steps leading up to cavernous interior, leaving behind a replacement palace, essentially, for the one that was lost and taken. In the aftermath of this, Prince Leland...
like...
Claiming that throne for my own bitch.
In the aftermath of this, Prince, there are attempts to contact or find Prince Lelin magically. None are successful. But if Noelle chooses to visit the new palace at any point after the fact,
hell yeah,
she may hear from somewhere among the halls a familiar voice whisper, "Thank you."
Gay.
So like his cousin was the cousin in the palace too, because I remember the cousin was also a prince.
The people within the palace found themselves basically knocked on their asses, but dropped to the ground, and the palace vanished. It seemed that only he vanished when the palace did.
So
Just him, the stone, and the palace.
Still an
Everybody
available
else.
prince.
I suppose so. Yes.
Noelle has
Do I
her
go
priorities
for him?
first.
And Noelle used your
Do I go for him?
wishes to turn Merc into a Tarask.
Or do I, do I take this rule, or do I go for the prince that's available? And, Princess of the Feywild. Ooh, that's a good choice. I'm a 50-50 it.
Oh,
Odds
boy.
this one evens the Feywild.
I should have taken a Ring of Wishing too.
It's a 4, so evens was Feywild, or was evens this one? I forget what I said.
Oh no.
She will wish to be the new ruler of this palace, the new ruler of this land.
All right.
In Prince
I'm gonna figure
Lelin's
out.
absence.
His mom is still around. Like, he was the prince. His mom is still the queen. So that's
We get to do
Can
that.
kill her.
figure out how that works.
Probably what the spell would do. Yeah.
Legit. And if not, I know like 20 different poisons.
I'll figure out what happens there. Off the top of my head, I don't know though.
Fun.
So
I am a queen.
something happens.
I am
And-
a queen. Go down in history.
With that is where the War of the Stone ends. Where the heroes question mark Noelle, Yidris, and Merc the Corrupted end up after this, no one really knows.
I tried so hard to make Yidris become like a canonical bad guy for like the disaster siblings. I tried real hard, y'all. It didn't work out this time.
Yidris
just
didn't
wanted
die. There's a
this
bunch of
is
phylacteries.
Neither did Merc, and I affect that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have
Also, at this
a
point, in
royal title now.
like, no lich has a phylactery.
Yeah, that's true. At this point in history,
So-
there's a point in history all liches were wiped out.
Oh, up to that point, though, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the Lich Queen.
Oh yeah, the Lich Queen.
Did I kill the lich queen?
Did we inadvertently stop our own births?
Oh!
Maybe there's a new lich queen.
Alternatively, Lich is not on the material plane, and also being 20th level casters may have means, like, if someone else can also cast Wish, there may be there may be means of avoiding
I
it.
just would have wished to be a flying Tarask that still had all of my abilities.
All right.
You help me become a queen, I will grant you that wish.
It'd be
I
funny
am
if that
a
wish
just
made you.
ruler.
That'd be funny if the wish made you a past queen, and it just turned you into a statue in the palace.
Oh,
Don't put that idea in his fucking head.
Nah.
No, I am the current queen of this band.
You didn't say current queen.
I also have not physically casted the spell according to my character sheet just yet.
Okay,
so
alright.
technically I haven't cast it yet.
With that, I've already kept Justin like 10 minutes past his dinner.
It's all good.
All right. So, we're gonna end the recording there. Say goodbye, everybody, wherever you're watching this in the future. Hope you enjoyed seeing some 20th level combat.
Goodbye.
Woo! Bye, everyone.
Don't forget, Black Lives Matter.
They do.
Yes.
They fucking do.
Donate to all the links
Please.
that the
Yeah.
channel posts.
And if you're watching this, if our charities or charity streams still going on, please donate to it. And even if it's not, just donate to those charities anyway. Bye.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hand
Be good
waving.
people.
It is.